Before the tutorial gets started, MyBib has changed some of their features, so I need to show you how you can log in now. If this is the first time you're using MyBib, you need to log in order to save your projects. So you need to click on create an account, and then from there it will ask you to pick who you are. You choose that, and then the next thing you need to do is just click on log in your Google account, and then you'll be in. This is a quick video on how to use MyBib to create citations for your research paper. If you've ever used EasyBib, it's very similar to that, but I think it has a lot more features that make it a much better tool than EasyBib. So as you can see, you want to go to mybib.com. Also, you want to make sure you use Chrome if you're using your iPad, because you're going to connect to your Google account and it makes things a lot easier. So the first thing you should do is to log in to your account. What's nice is that you can log into your Google account, and then that way all your citations are always saved. So I recommend that you do this first before you do anything. So go to the person icon at the top, and you're going to choose to go to login. You want to make sure that you sign in with your Google account, and you want to make sure that you pick your Rover Kids account, not any other personal Gmail accounts. Once you log in, you want to go back up to the person icon, and you have to set your screen to desktop mode. It's important to switch to desktop mode because you'll have a lot more features. Now that you've switched over to desktop mode, you see it as you would on a laptop. So there's a couple things you need to do. First, you want to start a new project, and then also we need to switch whatever style you're going to be using for citing. So you can start a new project, name it. It's a great way to stay organized. The next thing you want to do is pick the citation style. You can see the arrow where you get to pick that. And then you're going to choose MLA 8 for your English classes or APA for your science or history classes, depending on the teacher. For this video, we'll be using MLA style. So the next thing to do is to now create your citation. So when you click Create Citation, this is the screen you will get. For this video's purpose, let's just focus on citing websites. You want to copy and paste your URL into this spot under Website. So go to your website, find the URL, and put your finger in that spot so you get the copy menu. Once you copy the URL, you want to go back to MyBib and paste it in, and then hit search. Once you hit search, it finds your website and gives you all the details that it found. What I like about MyBib is it gives you a credibility evaluator and kind of looks at each website and decides whether you should proceed with caution or the website looks credible. And it's just a nice built-in tool that helps you evaluate your sources. Okay, now select what it found, press on it, and then it's telling you it didn't find a web page author. This is another great feature that I like about MyBib, is that if it's missing information, it alerts you and asks you to go back and look. So I'm just going to go back and look and see if there's an author. So I go back to my website, and if you look at the top, right there is the author. So it didn't pick that up. So it's a nice feature that makes you go back and look. So I'm going to say yes, it does have an author, and it gives you a space to put that in. So you can put in the author that it missed, because it's not a perfect tool, which is why it alerts you to look for things it may have missed. So you can put your author in, you hit next, and then it gives you what it found and just sort of has you look at everything to see if it looks good. The one thing I can see already I don't like is there's this question mark in the title. So I'm actually going to get rid of that. There's no need to put that in. So I'm going to get rid of that. And you see there's this date accessed. Some teachers require it and some don't, but it's not necessary. But that's going to be a teacher by teacher basis. I would hit save. And right there you have your citation. This is another feature that I love about MyBib, is it gives you the in-text citation, or it's sometimes called parenthetical documentation. If you reference this article in your writing, this is what your in-text citation would look like. Okay, after you add all your citations, you want to download the bibliography, which that's just a fancy word for your list of sources. And by the way, words like bibliography, works cited, references are generally the same thing, just different terminology. After you click download bibliography, you get some choices on how you want to download it. My recommendation would obviously be to save it to your Google Drive, which is why we logged in at the beginning of this video, so you can connect it to your Google Drive. If you go to your Google Drive, the document will be labeled My Bib and whatever you named your project. So once you open the document, you can see that My Bib has put the entire works cited page in proper format for you. It is alphabetized. It has the title Works Cited listed at the top, centered. All the indents and line spacing is done for you, which is great. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to stop in the library and ask Mrs. Safera, or just check in with any of your classroom teachers for help.